It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1845, recorded Thursday, August 19th, 2021. What the heck is it, show? On this episode of the Giz Wiz, it is the first time that we have 3 What the Heck Is It's. It's also the first time that the Giz Wiz uses a chainsaw, and the first time I've used the first time 3 times in an intro. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the Sand Show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, the first in line for any gadget, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I am doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good. Doing very, very good.
What does your water bottle have a giant arrow pointing up on it?
I think it's supposed to be on the other side.
Okay.
A drop. Okay. This is Costco's best alkaline water.
Whoa.
Ooh, yes.
Wow. I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Any news? Anything new?
I used to do commercials. There was a thing called the Mad Minute, and it was a silly 1-minute thing. And it said, the Mad Minute's been brought to you by Mad Magazine. And we just gave them away to small radio stations. And we did a lot of commercials. And Alfred E. Newman had a company called Alfco. and I remember one of them was about Alfco Pure Water, saying, "We're sorry that the water has not been as pure as it has been in the past, but we found the problem. There was a hole in the screen door we were using to filter the water, and now we've repaired that hole." And
yeah. The person who was gurgling the water had a gum infection. And that was the issue. That was our quality control issue. I like that.
So we've recalled one bottle. The bottle we saw him goggling with. And the rest of it, I'm sure it's good. You can just drink it.
That's very funny. I like Alco.
Alfco. Yeah.
Alfco. I've always wanted to, make and use a company that has just the most ridiculous name. PAX, which is the convention that I go to often, or I used to before, everything. And their parent company was called, what was it called? I think it was called Penny Arcade Megacorp. And I just thought that was the funniest.
That is great.
And just come up with some weird name just to seem like way bigger or whatever.
Yes, that's great. Yeah. Well, you're Chadco.
Chadco. There you go.
Until you come up with something better. Yeah.
Yeah. This works. That works.
No, I thought of a dreadful week of muggy, terrible weather.
Oh yeah.
Nothing really thrilling here. And you? Anything?
Let me think. I think the most thrilling thing locally is school has started up again. And,
that's early.
Yeah, I don't know if that's. Yeah,
you're out of school though, right?
I am. I'm.
Okay.
I don't have to go. My senior year was a few years ago. But.
Oh, okay.
But man, the traffic just out of nowhere. So I go to the gym early in the morning, and apparently that's the exact same. I don't know. I can't remember, did school really happen last year? Were they going in physically at the end of the year? I can't remember. But it was just wham! Tons of traffic all over the place. And I was just like, what on earth is going on? And I got to the gym.
And what time of day? What is this, 8 in the morning?
Yeah, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Yeah, 7 to 8. And it was just crazy. All the cars were out. And that was how I figured out school had started.
So all school is back, no more Zoomy stuff then.
Yeah, I assume. I think
Okay.
the only, I don't actually know. I haven't done any research on this, but from what I've overheard is it sound like I've seen some Facebook posts. Is if parents don't want their kids going into school, they just have to homeschool them. Is
On
what it
their
sounds
own.
like. On their own. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So I think that from what I've seen on Facebook, so it's very limited.
Okay.
Very limited. Is that the distance learning stuff in my area is no more at the moment. So yeah.
Okay. Here in the city on Monday, you must show your vaccination certificate to enter a gym, eat inside in the restaurant, go to a play, or go to a movie.
Wish they would have made that vaccination certificate a little bit more durable.
Yes. Yes.
like
I said to the woman, I have to bring
normal
this every-"
paper.
Yes. And a little smaller. It's an odd
Yes.
size.
Yes.
It doesn't fit in your wallet.
Could you have made this credit card size? That would have been really convenient.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And you can take a picture of it and just show it on your phone.
That's good.
And in theory, you can download it from the city website.
Oh.
And I thought, well, I'm going to do that because I just want to make sure that my vaccination certificate is in the city website. So I go on the city website and it says you have to start an account. When's your birthday? And what is your mother's birthday? With the date and the year, the month and the year. And I'm thinking, who? I barely remember my mother's birthday.
Well, also, I
year?
don't remember giving this information to anyone. How is this being used to verify?
I mentioned it to someone else, and he said, you can make up whatever you want because they have no record of
You're registering and you didn't even know. You were giving it to them for the first time. It sounds
Yes, exactly. You just make up something, but remember it because that'll be the key.
That's very
so
funny.
next time I go in, I'll do it. And only after about 10 years, someone would say, so you were born 5 years before your mother.
Yes, exactly.
I know, yeah. It's a whole odd story. But
So
yes,
your mother
it's
was
true.
born in 1776.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
I
like your
had to
mother's
remember it.
Born last Friday, according to this. Oh, well.
It should
anyway.
have just been your birthday. I mean, y'all were born on the
it
same
is.
day.
My birthday is the first question, and the second
Yes.
question is your mother's birthday.
Oh, that's so funny.
Mom's birthday was Betsy Ross. Yeah, Dick's mom was Betsy Ross. Anyway,
Man,
should we just jump into stuff?
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
and just before we jump in, we have the most what the heck is it's ever.
Oh,
we have
yes.
Dickie D has one. Obviously, my crappy corner's one. We got, I believe it's Mo with another one. And we're coming up to the end of the month. So you only got 2 more weeks. And normally the last week is it's a little sketchy because it's so close to the deadline. So if you want to play the actual what the heck is it. So we got what the heck is it's out the wazoo this episode.
Yeah.
And
that's a little place in Wyoming, if it's not familiar.
Okay, let's jump in.
Okay, so here's gadget number 1.
Last summer, some people came in to trim the trees here. The guy climbed this big tree over here. Then he dropped a rope down. They attached a chainsaw, pulled the chainsaw all the way up to the top. Then he would tie the rope onto a branch, cut the branch off, and then lower the branch into the yard. It was amazing. But a couple of branches fell the other day during some high wind. So I am going to do that feat, okay? We're going to trim the tree. I'm going to get my chainsaw out, okay?
Lumberjack is
And, all right, so I got the chain. Oh wait, this is not the chain. This is the yard blower. Okay. Here's oh God. Here's the chainsaw. You know, Bobby's Ken. I think this is the one that he uses. So let me tell you, I got an ad of the day, and it said on sale 4-inch chainsaw. Who knew there would be such a thing as a 4-inch chainsaw?
That's my first chainsaw.
But there is, okay?
Yeah, for kids.
And it has a safety switch. So if the switch is in the middle, the saw can't start, except it can. Okay? So if you push it to one side, it still starts. Push it to the other side. It's supposed to be that you have to hold that in to start the chainsaw. No matter where I put this, the chainsaw runs, which is really not good. But does it cut anything? All right, we're going to, now we don't have a rope to climb the tree. You know what, we're going to just cut a branch because this tree looks pretty healthy.
Find a really big weed.
All right, how about if we were up in a tree and we had to saw a branch this size.
I realize after a while you really don't even have to move the saw, right? It just...
Actually, that wasn't bad. There's an LED light too. See the LED light? Well, you know what? I'm sort of impressed with that. That seems to be the... Oh, okay, hang on. We have something a little thicker, but these are kind of old branches, so they're starting to dry out. That one almost broke by itself. All right, it does work. Really, I really don't like the fact that the safety switch doesn't work at all. All right, so, and another problem with this is the battery is supposed to lock in, but I cannot get it all the way to lock into place. And this there's a little lever in there that's supposed to go in and hold this in place. I don't think it's going to fall off because it's stuck on there, but I can't get it all the way on. This is one of those devices. This says Moyo Tech. The instructions have it down as a different brand. Okay, this is the Nex Saw User's Guide, but as you can see, it's the same thing. So it comes with the battery charger, and this battery charger is a little bit different. There's no indicator on the battery, but this lights up red while it's charging, turns green when this battery is charged. And fortunately, it came assembled because the instructions show you how to put the saw blade on and make sure that the teeth are facing in the right direction. You don't need any of that. This comes already built. Now, deal of the day, the reason I jumped at it, this was $59.99 and deal of the day was $29.99. It's sold under many different names, and it's anywhere from about $50 to about $80. And it all looks like this same saw. So it's one of those things where I'm sure suppliers buy them in China and just rebrand them. There's a little wrench in the kit, and there's a little kind of screwdriver things to get wood chips out of the saw blade. That's it. Maybe I could saw this chair in half. Oh.
You could be like a magician, saw Barbie in half,
Yes.
That's cool. It looks,
Yeah, I'm going to send it back. I don't like the fact that, like, if you reached in and picked it up, and hit the trigger, it would just go on.
Yeah. Someone said it's an unsafety feature.
Yes, exactly.
I thought that was pretty funny.
But I never. Oh my!
Yeah.
Are they kidding?
Yeah.
What? It went up like $20.
Yeah. Also, Scooter X found it on Alibaba. So here it is on AliExpress.
Oh, it's still expensive.
It's $58 there. And then you can get it in a whole bunch of different configurations.
Oh, and also, Chad, I love that the battery says 21 volts.
Oh.
But my battery says 24 volts.
Weird.
And I've never heard of a 21 volt.
Yeah, I've never
usually it's
one battery. Huh.
100.
So yeah, there's different configurations. Like this one has 2 chains. And then this one has 2 batteries. And so that, for some reason, is more than it's quadruple the price to get it with 2 batteries. It's the same thing on this one too. I don't understand that at all. Those batteries are apparently premium. And so you can. Whoa,
you know what I noticed, Chad? The switch is a little different.
Is it?
It's round. Mine is. I don't know if that makes any difference. Maybe they've worked out a better way for it to work.
It says, press the lock button. Press the switch button.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's the same, except the lock button is.
Except it doesn't. It's always unlocked.
Doesn't lock.
Yeah, exactly.
And a new safety feature is you don't have to unlock it. It comes pre-unlocked.
It's the ease of use feature. You know, you have the easy one to use. I could see if you have a lot of small branches, but I don't.
Not for that price.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking for $30, if I had a lot of room, I would just keep it.
Like normally when I chop up like branches, I'm using those big sort of like shear things that have I don't even know what.
Like curved teeth.
Yeah, they have it has one curved tooth that it puts a ton of pressure on it. So it'd have to be. I'd have to have a lot of a branch that I couldn't use this type of thing. Whoa. Yeah. This type of thing on it.
Holy, wait a minute. That's $57.
That's not cheap either. Now, I just clicked a random one, so who knows? That could be a very nice brand. Yeah, here on Lowe's.com. Here's a much cheaper one, $30. So it would have to, be something that wouldn't be usable, and I'd have a lot of them. And then I could see, the tiny little chainsaw, absolutely. And so then it's the arithmetic of $70. I'm going to be out there all day doing this. Okay, I think that I can get it. It kind of freaks me out, though, that it's not like a big name brand. And especially, I feel already, the batteries are a big thing. And I feel pretty invested in a few that I have a few interchangeable batteries in. So, interesting. I think it's an adorable little gadget, but
I do too. I do, and worth $30.
Yeah,
but not 70, whatever it is now, 77.
Yeah,
and you're right. I don't like the fact that the battery doesn't fit exactly right, and that the switch doesn't work, and you wonder what other shortcuts did they take.
Right.
Okay, our second gadget is very interesting. It's from a company called BioLite, and we've talked about this stuff over the years. I like BioLite because they sometimes have a thing where you buy one light and they will donate another light to a third world country. And this device that we're going to talk about, they've given away, I believe, thousands of them to third world nations. And it's an emergency gadget. And first we'll look at their video, and then I'll show you what you get in the pack when you buy one. So here's the BioLite Solar Home 620 video. It's only a minute something.
What if you could bring the power of home anywhere? And what if that power could fit in the size of a shoebox? This is the Solar Home 620, a portable kit of lighting, charging, and music that can turn any structure into an electrified home. Hanging daisy chain lights offer multi-room overhead lighting with individual switches to control your space. The optional motion sensor offers a quick hit of light for pathfinding or a heads up for nearby movement. Powered by a compact 6-watt panel, the central control box keeps your devices charged, your music playing, and your system running with an LCD backlit display providing real-time feedback on power and sun strength. As BioLite's first crossover product, the Solar Home 620 is currently in over 40,000 households across sub-Saharan Africa, and your purchase will help us reach even more families so everyone can access the power of home. Ready for life off-grid, on the road, or even the unexpected power outage? Discover a perfect entry into solar living with easy installation and flexible setup with the Solar Home 620.
Wow, that's really cool.
G'day, folks. It's Lauren from Snowy's here.
Get out of here, Lauren. I don't want to talk to you.
So I saw that video, and then it said, "Do you want one to do an unboxing?" And I said, "That'd be great." So this is the unboxing of what you get.
So we watched the video, and again, so this is not for like an apartment like this or something in the city. As much as we hate Con Ed, the power rarely goes out. This is if you have a cabin with no electricity. A lot of people in the reviews use it in a garage where there's very bad lighting, or in a backyard shed where there is no lighting. So let's take a look at what's in the kit. Also, I like BioLite because they do an awful lot in third world countries, giving away solar powered devices to people who have no electric and no chance of getting electric. Okay, so Solar Home 620, and we saw what you can do with it. Now let's see.
Oh yeah, good for a treehouse, says Ranger Rick. This is.
In one of the reviews, the person's just said, "I have everything in a readiness kit, including this." So they don't even use it. In case of emergency, they want to use it. So let's see what is in the box when that emergency might come. All right. These are fasteners to hold wiring in case you're going to temporarily wire it up. This is the main control panel. It's kind of handsome, okay? We'll take a closer look at that. And it's very nice. So you have a work light. You have 2 USB charging ports on the side. You have a little place for the phone to sit while it's being charged. I like this. This is very nice. Oh, SD card slot, built-in FM radio, and a place to hang that on the wall. And this is the little antenna for the FM radio, which you must have. And, this is the solar panel. I'll take that out last because it seems to be under some stuff. Oh, these are great. Okay. Now I can see already this is wire heavy because you're going to temporarily run this through your house if there is no power. So each light has a lot of wire connected to it. You'll be daisy chaining it from one to the other. And then each light has its own on-off switch. Okay? I believe the 3 lights equal 400 lumens, okay? So not terribly bright, but certainly bright enough for you to do work. And here's another light. And the third light is one that has, let me see if you can see the difference. Yes, this light has a sensor in it, so that'll go on automatically with a motion detector. Okay, so this is all in the kit. And then the main thing you'll need is the solar panel for the roof. And this will come down and connect to the main panel there. It seems to be a really nicely worked out kit. And if you're living off the grid, this would be ideal for you. My idea of living off the grid is going into Riverside Park for more than 30 minutes. Okay, that's living off the grid for me. If a bunch of people are camping and you want to run one of these to each tent and have it charged solar powered, this would work out great. Okay, it's called the 620 because it's 6 watts, the solar panel, and 20 watt hours for the battery. So it's the BioLite 620. And we're going to just go up here and, all right, so it's $149.95. There are 190 reviews and it got 4.3 stars. That's it. BioLite 620.
I love that. That is the coolest thing.
It's pretty neat, isn't it?
I really wish that this kind of concept of plug and play solar was available for homes too. Like I've looked at solar briefly, and it is it's professional. You gotta get, and even if you want to try the DIY stuff, you gotta you gotta be an electrician to really do it correctly. But this, a system completely integrated, daisy chain stuff together. I mean, this just seems so nice.
It's clever.
It's really clever.
Yeah,
totally.
A little place to plug in an SD card if you want to have a little bit of music. There's an expansion port on it. Someone in the review said, "What's the expansion port for?" And they said, "We haven't built it yet, but we're thinking of other add-ons for it." And they also make a $13 AC charger. So if you want to charge it up at home before you go out, you can plug this into that little extension thing and charge it via AC. I think it was 2 hours to charge the battery full. Yeah, I think it's very clever.
So neat. Yeah, definitely if you have a bug out shelter, or something.
Yes.
But yeah, this would be amazing in a tree house. This has so much flexibility. I love that it comes with little switches. I love that it's all integrated. I love that it all just works together. It is a bit expensive, but you're getting quite a lot. You're getting, the 3 lights, the battery, the solar panel.
And I like that
switches.
each light has a light switch on it that you can run the wire down. It's like,
You're getting an awful lot for, if you were to just break it up into individual pieces. Okay, so now you got to buy a 20 amp hour battery. Okay, that's a good chunk of change. Now you got to buy 3 lights. Now you got to buy 3 switches. Now you got to buy a solar panel. By the way, I guess you get 4 lights because there's one on the battery
there is
as well. So I think that altogether it does $150 is like that's a lot. But when you think about it, I think that's really competitive. That's pretty cool. That is really, really, really cool. I'm trying to think, could I use this for camping? Is this possible to put in tent?
If a family went camping, this would be good because the parents could have the main unit and 1 light. And then
if you don't go to bed, I'm unplugging your light.
That's right. That's right.
It seems a little overkill, especially I think the installation would be a big barrier if you went camping, is running the wire, having the switch, all that stuff. On a permanent building, that's makes sense. It's going to live there. But in a tent where it's temporary, that might just be a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Unless you have a very cheap RV that doesn't have a generator, then you could also use this.
That too, or or you want to extend the life of that generator. Have an off-grid, bit of time.
That's a great idea.
This is really a cool product. Love it. That is really, really neat.
Excellent. All right, my first. What the heck is it?
Ooh, here we are.
It's time to play What the Heck Is It, Johnny? Bring in our first guest. Okay, this is the gadget. All right.
What?
I have all the logos covered.
A credit card cleaner.
Dennis, any idea?
A block of aluminum.
A compact for women?
A compact for women? Okay.
The chat room
All
says
right,
wallet.
ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, well, yeah, I'm looking wallet.
I will give it away by showing what comes with it and what you need to operate it.
What?
So the chat room
It's
will
a
be-
drone.
Oh, why didn't you show us that before? That comes with
Hard
it.
drive?
USB-C to USB-C with the little plug. And
Yes.
it is the new, let me get the whole name. It is the new
An ant massage
OWC.
table.
Envoy Pro Electron USB-C 3.2
Atomic
10
energy.
gigabyte a SSD drive
That's what I meant.
for portable storage solution that is crush proof, dust proof,
Oh, that kills me. That's so funny.
waterproof. And my guess, a moth is not going to do any damage to this, okay? I mean, this is pretty amazing, isn't it? Look at this guy. This was from, there were 3 virtual events in the past month. I forgot which one it was, but this is pretty neat. They say it's up to twice as fast as other SSD drives. You could drive a truck over it. I mean, it's kind of like a piece of metal that I guess it's like solid state. Can you see?
Our F guy says, but can it
All right,
withstand a
so,
4-inch
as you might
chainsaw?
guess, something of this build and this quality is not inexpensive. So let's reveal. Ta-da-da-da. Okay. Envoy Pro Electron. And the thing is, it's very funny because in the photo, you really don't get a good idea of the size of it. All right? And they said, you really should, they sent me this. They said, you really should have one so you could pick it up and see actually how small it feels. So the 1 terabyte is $249. It starts at $119 with 250 gigabytes, and it goes all the way up to 2 terabytes at $419. So, this is probably something you're not going to run out and buy unless you have a real need for it. You need something that you worry that someone's going to damage it in some way, because this is really an incredible feeling little gadget. And it does come with USB-C to C. And I plugged it in my Chromebook, and it just said storage device added. I plugged it in my laptop, storage device added. And on my Chromebook, it's C to C, so I could use this cable. On my computer, I had to use the little adapted dongle. That's it, and we'll ask Chad if he can figure out some of these specs that show it's faster than Superman, I guess.
Yes.
That's it. Chad, help us.
Faster than a speeding bullet. Yeah, and so
Do you know what those letters stand for?
NVMe is the type of drive. It's basically just a stick that has all the SSDs on it. And you can buy these NVMe. It is hard to say out loud without messing it up.
Right. Oh,
Drives, and a lot of times they hook directly onto there's an NVMe port on your motherboard, and they're uber fast. They're really, really fast. So this is great if you're editing like 4K footage, 8K footage. who was it in the chat room, was mentioning that they will boot off this drive as an external drive. It's incredibly fast, and so even on the Amazon pictures, they show they put there's not a lot of labels on this other than their own logo.
Right.
And one of the labels they stick on there is that it has the USB 3.2 10 gigabit second throughput through that USB-C. And I assume that would be Thunderbolt on Mac.
I believe, yes. I saw Thunderbolt in the description.
Yeah, so it's really, really, really nice and fast. And so this is almost just a enclosure just for that type of drive. Here, I can just Google this and show you what one of those drives looks like. Here we are. So this is it outside of the of the shell.
Okay.
And so people will buy these to stick into their computers. And so this is a enclosure just for one of these, just like how most external hard drives are just an enclosure.
Yeah, but they had to squeeze it down a bit, right? Because these.
So they make a laptop version, which is smaller.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
And so this is like the desktop version. Yeah, they make different form factors of it. So yeah, so they are very nice and very fast, and it's expensive for sure, $400
yes,
for 2 terabytes, but it is a very, very nice. Basically anything you throw at it, this will be able to not be the bottleneck. If you're doing, huge raw photos, wouldn't slow down, and that sort of stuff.
No, I could see a network buying these for the newsmen, where they're going to have to be out in the field with gathering raw footage that they don't want anything to happen to.
If you like the enclosure, Dan Wally has found it. So this does not have the actual SSD inside of it, but
in it. Oh, okay.
But that definitely looks a little.
That's why I love capacity. Oh, gigabytes! Wow.
Yeah,
I've seen the kind of work you do, and I believe this is the kind of SSD drive you should have.
Yeah.
It doesn't remember anything.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you want to look professional, you can buy this.
Yes, that's right. There you go.
And who knows? They may be doing something with the that port, that USB C port, to make that even faster. But maybe. So yeah, that is really slick, really cool. And you held it in your hand, saying that the build quality was top notch.
Pretty amazing.
Top notch.
No.
Well, with
All
that.
right, well, that brings. Yes, another. It's time for Chad's.
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. Here it is. Here's the what the heck is it? But we sent it to the patrons. Here is the what the heck is it that they had to figure out. Any ideas?
I'm pretty sure I know, so I'm not going to guess.
Okie dokie. Here, let's go down here. I like a golf swing analyzer. A floating phone holder to help you take selfies in the pool.
Oh, that's good.
Grub or larva stage that will become a beautiful transformer. This is a tripod that goes around that follows you around and gives off a mist that looks great on selfies. You can get 360-degree photos. A mobile fishing chair that for one.
Oh, for rodents.
For rodents. For one's rodent friends. It's a water rifle. The white tank holds the water that sprays at unauthorized people when they approach, based on the data, based off your friends on your phone that is monitored. That's an intense one. So now that we've read some of their ideas, do you have a real a real guess?
Yeah, you know what? My guess is you do put your phone in it, and that button on the top will rotate the phone 360 for a panoramic shot.
Close.
No?
But
Close, okay.
not exactly. Not exactly.
Oh.
So I recorded a video revealing what it is, so let's check that out. Okay, so this is the What the Heck Is It gadget, and now we will reveal what it is. And it's not much more than what was in the photo, in fact. It is a stand for a phone, and so you can easily mount your phone there. But it's a smart stand. So you've heard of a PTZ camera, pan, tilt, and zoom. Well, this can pan. It can't tilt, it can't zoom, but it can pan. So this bottom portion right here is motorized, and then there's a camera at the front which has, you can like face detect a person, and then it will track the person. And this does have a little mount for a tripod. If you want to mount it on a tripod, we'll just set it down here on the table. So here is how this works. We just slide a phone into the mount. This mount, one thing I don't like about it, it is very clicky, and really it's not great at sticking in a position that isn't one of the like clicks in. Then all you do is press the button on the top, and there'll be a white or bluish white light when it turns on, and then a green light once it notices a face. So once I step in, the light turned green and it notices my face. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and hit record on here so you can kind of see from the point of view of my phone. And as I move, this will track me and keep me in the frame. And so I could, theoretically walk over here, do a thing, walk back, and do a thing. So my second criticism of this is that the steps between its movements are very jerky. It is not a smooth step between when it decides to follow you. I kind of wish that this, it almost seems like it has to move in like at least 20 degrees every single time that it goes, or at least 10 degrees every single time that it tracks you. And I wish that it was like half a degree. Like I wish that that was a much smoother situation, but it does this. The other issue, if you were trying to use this yourself, is that it cannot, tilt. It can't actually go up and down. So if you step towards the device, there's no way for the camera to not cut you off. But the lens that's face tracking is pretty wide, and so I can still sort of turn back and forth, and even if my face is cut off, it will still track me. So that is the What the Heck Is It? So a few nice things that I do like about it is that it is fully, that went away, go away, video. Is that it's fully integrated all in. So it has a rechargeable battery, so you don't actually need to plug it into the wall to get it to use. It charges via USB-C, which is very nice. So, and it does come with a USB-A to USB-C cable in the box. So if you have just a normal power brick, you can charge it up that way. And that's basically it. It's also fairly inexpensive for what it is, for being able to face track, have the battery, and all that stuff. It's only $20.
Wow.
So, yeah. So you can have a little bit of face tracking, a little bit of camera person. Here, they're showing it with a ring light and then a phone mount and stuff, so you could even attach more than just your phone on it, although it doesn't come with the ring light. And yeah, so there you go.
Boy, that's really inexpensive.
Yeah, it's very inexpensive for what it is. they even have a DSLR on there.
Yeah, it says up to 7 pounds.
Yeah. Now I haven't checked battery life. I did step away right after we were done recording this, and it was on. Oops, I think my wide shot just died. I think. So anyway, that it was on for probably a good hour or two, and then I walked past it, and it was still moving. It's like, oh, I forgot about you there. And so, it lasted at least 2 hours, which was kind of nice. So yeah, and it has a funky name. On the box, it is the Edgy.
Okay.
Edgy.
Oh yeah, right. Better than Mr. Jerky.
Right.
Mr. Jerky moving camera mount.
The Follow by Edgy is what it's branded as. Follow by Edgy. If you want to find this yourself. So yeah, not too expensive for a little tracking device.
Neat.
With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
All right, and yet Mo sent us another. I thought we'd make this like our most, what the heck is it? Featured episode ever. I looked at this. I could not guess it. So let's see, Chad and chat room, if you can guess what Mo has. Mo, take it away.
Okay.
Okay, we have another guess. What the heck is it?
A table. Oh, no.
And here it is.
Oh.
Not tweezers. We'd use to cut bonsai trees. Nope. Okay, next.
Dental tools?
Oh, those are to cut the cat's nails.
No, like a
Oh.
but no, but it's pointy here. Wow.
So I have a pretty good idea what this is.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Maybe? Maybe I have an idea.
Any idea?
No.
Any idea, son? No.
The perfect tool for popping bubble wrap.
Okay, this is the hint. What is this? The zip tie.
Does it
Zip
break
tie,
zip
wire
ties?
That's the hint. Any idea?
Oh, I got it. It's to cut like the zip tie.
No.
I was thinking.
So maybe pull out the zip tie once you sealed it if you want to tighten it more.
No. You? No idea. Okay. So usually when you have the zip tie, example, you put it in, right?
Okay.
The only way you can the only way that you can take it out is by cutting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But imagine if you could do this. You put the zip tie in, and let's get a nice close up.
Ooh, and the zoom.
When you trigger the little, you stick this
little
goes right in there.
Oh, to take it off.
So you stick it, the flat part there, and you push.
It grabs the little tooth.
And you press on it, and now
magic
you can
happens.
Unzip.
Wow!
And
that's not what I thought it was.
Use it. Isn't that cool?
It is.
That is pretty cool. So let me show you again. You just tied the
Zip tie unzipper.
Many Giz Wiz persons have done this many times. You have to cut it and you're done with it. You stick this underneath. You get that point right underneath there.
It's a little fiddly, but
and
yeah,
there you go.
That easy. And now you can reuse the zip tie like it was brand new. Cool gadget?
It is.
Yes. Very usable, huh? Yeah. Very green. All right, guys. I hope you like the show. I hope you like the video. Love this show.
Oh, we love the show.
Yeah,
we
we
like
love
the
it.
video. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Mo.
That is cool. So I saw the first frames of that video, and I went and got what I thought was the same thing, but it's not. So I have a very, very similar product.
Oh.
So this is my what the heck is it? We're getting 4 what the heck is it's in here. And I thought that this was the same gadget, and I was going to say, well, I have one of those. So this is another very similar. What does it say on this side? Tron. So this, I believe it was a Christmas gift from my parents. So the thing that this is used for is when you have one of these pesky key rings and you can't get it open. You take this. Sorry, I'm trying to give you all a good view. You put the tool underneath, trying to let it focus just a second. Sometimes these webcams never like to focus, but you can line this up in that gap, clamp it down, and then easily twist this to get a gap to start your ring. And to start the whole situation there. So anyway, that was what I thought it was. I was gonna say I have one too, but I don't.
Oh my
I don't have the same
God.
thing. So there you go. Specialized pliers.
Yes,
Who would've
boy,
guessed?
talk about specialized. Amazing.
The cable tie opener is what Mo had. There it is. It does look like
$10.
a torture
It does
device.
yes, it does look like.
Or a thing from, yeah. So the ends of this, I was like, okay, I saw that. And then it wasn't until it got the real big close-up that I was like, no, this is not the same thing. So yeah, very, very cool. Thanks, Mo. Thank you so much.
Mo, you will get the October issue of Mad Magazine for your video. And that might have been, I'm not sure, we might have one more video. So we're always looking for videos, okay? Anything to do with a gadget, or what the heck is it? I bought a piece of crap, and our favorite is a piece of technology that's in the attic or in the cellar or in a drawer or in a closet that you can't throw out because it was a lot of money, but in its day, it was like, whoa! That's 1 gigabyte? I can't believe it. So make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes, okay, just horizontal, and make sure we can see the gadget and hear you. And just put your video on YouTube. You can click unlisted when you upload it, and you'll get a URL from YouTube and send it to us, mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we show you video, and as I say, we show 99% of everything we get, okay? You'll get an autographed copy of Mad Magazine, and fame and fortune will follow you everywhere you go. People will say, wow, didn't I see that video of yours?
And they'll
on
say,
the Giz Wiz
wow, fortunately, he was on the Giz Wiz. That's nice.
Mail@gizwiz.tv, make a video.
Get it in. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
All right. I think it was only last week or maybe the week before. Hi, Dickie D and Chad. Thanks for showing my website, Norris Hall Studio. It's the time to brush clocks.
Yes, these clocks. I had to know.
Clocks, okay. He said, I stopped making them, and I decided to stop making them because I made them by myself. It was too much work for too little money. But my dentist customers raised such a fuss, I started making them again with the help of a business partner who took on most of the work. Anyway, here's a link to the video showing the clocks in action. If you want to just see the clocks work, go to the 4:09 mark, and you will see them hanging up and brushing.
Ooh.
Thank you, Norris.
1 second. The video got lost in translation. I need to go grab that.
Oh, okay. Very good.
That is so funny that they were like, we will not let you go out of business. You have to keep making these.
Well, maybe if you just go to Norris Hall Studio.
I see it.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Boop.
That.
And so this is him
And
hand making. Oh, wow. The art.
The sketches. Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
How cute.
Yeah. Oh, man. That is not an easy.
Oh, wow. Then they send them to a printmaker.
Yeah.
Then they have to,
cut it out by hand.
Oh,
Holy
my
moly.
gosh.
Yeah, no joke that this was a lot of work.
No. And then do edge them on a sander.
Golly.
Then they have to attach a clock.
And I'm skipping through most of this. This is insane. There they are.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, that is adorable. That is adorable. Yeah, that is very, very good.
The Time to Brush from Norris Hall. And it's norrishallstudio.com. It'll be in show notes.
Yes.
But Norris, Norris, Norris Hall, HALL studio.com. Norris, thank you. I can see that they are labor intensive, but they're very cute.
Yeah.
They're very cute.
They feel like almost one of a kind. Like,
yes.
I just love that. That is adorable. Thank you so much for following up and telling us what that was all about. That's
very
great. I also want to say a big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm logged in, so if you head to patreon.com/GizWiz, it may look a little different to you because this is what all the patrons get to see. Just a little taste of what it's like to be a patron for the Giz Wiz. Thank you guys so much for your support. Those of you who are patrons, or if you give via PayPal, thank you so much for supporting the Giz Wiz. It is incredible that you guys give generously to us. Thank you so much. If you like the Giz Wiz and do want to give back, please head on over to patreon.com/GizWiz. You can support us there, or you can head on over to gizwiz.tv. Once you're there, click on the give back. Please head on over to Patreon. Click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website. Scroll down and there is a PayPal link for you to donate via PayPal. However you do, thank you so much. If you want to watch the show live, we're live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. Gizwiz.tv is the place to go. There you can watch the show live as we're recording it, the moment that we record it. And you can join the chat room and chat along with everybody. Or if you don't watch it live, it'll be posted on our website, gizwiz.tv. If you're curious about any of the gadgets that we talk about on the show, head on over to gizwiz.biz, because that's where Dickie D writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover, links back to them, shows all of the stuff. So head on over to gizwiz.biz. While you're there, you may have heard of it. We may have mentioned it a few times in this episode. But what the heck is it? It's a game show where we show you a gadget and you have to guess what the gadget is. We don't pull any funny business where it's just a little piece of the gadget, or like, oh, this was the stand for this other thing. Now, this is a whole gadget, and this is the original. It goes up for 2 months, and the deadline is coming up. You got this week and you got next week. And next week, the show is probably going to come out too soon, too late for you guys to guess. So get guessing right now. This is basically your last chance. This is the 5th What the Heck Is It in this show. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. This is obvious. Obvious to me. You know, everybody needs their pills a little bit easier. So this screws onto the top of a pill container and it's just a pop top for those pills. So if you think you know what it is, get a guess. And there are 6 Mad magazines. This Mad magazine right here, in fact, for correct answers, and 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. Oh, and Dickie D signs them himself. That's the important part. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.
Dennis has not been able to duplicate my signature yet.
Unfallible, unforgeable, the Dick D. Bartolo signature. That about wraps it up for us. So we'll see you next week.
Oh, wait, we'll see you next week on Friday.
On Friday, we are recording a day late. So if you are a live viewer.
Next week only.
Yes, next week only.
And I'll be here.